Hello Capricorn, kia ora koutou katoa, and welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So as you can see, we have a little guest this morning, my cat, and I've had a guest this morning when I've just finished doing some channeling. Actually I was going to go straight into creating your video, and then this energy come through who is from somewhere in another galaxy, basically. So a universal energy who has come forth a lot closer to me lately, and she brings a lot of healing energy at the moment to help shift things. So I thought I'd mention her because some of you are maybe going through a shift, a stagnant space, I suppose, of energy. And of bewilderment and of just relief and maybe just wanting and needing to take a little bit of space. So she's bringing a lot of healing around. So you may feel a lot of and see and be drawn to a lot of peachy, pinky, bluey, greeny sort of hues at the moment, or and may have been even just recently. I'm just trying to see if I can find something that's similar. Anyway, just going back to that. So anyway, so we have her energy around us quite close. As I was connecting into you, your energy, Capricorn, like I say, just before she's come forth, and her name is short Isa, or Isa. Isa as in Isabel. So anyway, that's the name she's given me, and that's the name she's going to go by for the purposes of our sake, because because us humans, we identify each other by a name of some sort or a label. So and as well as generally energetically, I know who she is, that energy is, because I feel her energy around. But anyway, her name is Isa, just for short. So okay, anyway, going back to my introduction. So yes, welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page. So I just want to also say thank you so much to everybody for the thumbs up, likes, and shares, comments, and also donations, and also for subscribing to my channel and following and liking my Facebook page. So I do encourage subscribing and connecting with both my social media platforms, all these ones, just because things are shifting and changing as they are with you. And so there's been revising and reviewing on my part is for my path and where I'm going is and taking my work, and what spirit, the energies are working with me, so, and how I'm sharing my work. So it's coming time now to kind of separate them and in a way. So I will be just putting these videos here on YouTube, which is hence why I'm suggesting, encouraging subscribing to YouTube. But however, I will be putting the links up on every day, on the days that I do each of your signs. So Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces I do use on your readings on Thursdays. So I will be putting a post up on my Facebook page with a link that will take you, to your video. Okay, so that's how that's running. So the other thing is just a reminder that these reads are general. So once again, just feel into it. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And remember that because these are general, that the picture may not fit the picture exactly what's going on with you, but just adapt it as you need. Don't try and make it fit though, on saying that. So the other thing is these are, for you Capricorn, of course. So Capricorn, you may be on your chart as sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign for you in your chart. So if you don't know what your other signs are, check out in the description box below. There is a link to a website that has a free calculator on there, and it will work it out for you. The other thing is Oh, where else am I going to go? Oh, so I am available to take bookings for readings and or healing and property clearing and cleansing and that sort of thing, and distant healing too. So not just, it doesn't have to be in person, but we can do it distantly as well. So so there you go. Let me see what else is there. And okay, either via online a video in some way or form. Okay, so now where is I going to go? It's gone all quiet now. Oh, you wouldn't think it, would you? Wouldn't believe it. So anyway, where is it going? So kind of like, maybe interesting, like it's gone all quiet because it's like it just went quiet and I didn't have anything to say. So it's maybe this is where you are. And what I'm feeling is there is a pause time that you are in, which is hence why that's like things have, things were meant to be cleared up by now, or most things anyway, and some things, are still being cleared up or settled, but it's like there are a lot of things that, are coming to an end right now. And it's just because of the energy as well, and, how things in divine timing as well. So, and I feel like some of you have been through quite an arduous journey in a way, and some of yous have been through, well, I want to say arduous as well, but maybe not so, or it might seem like it is. So these 4 cards have fallen out for you, so I'm going to go with these. So the High Priestess. So she talks about, I offer up the mysteries of life in this deck. So, oh yeah, by the way, I'm using the Starman Tarot deck. And she talks about, I offer up about the mysteries of life, and the affirmation in this deck for the High Priestess, but she's a very intuitive energy. So I feel like the Spirit are talking about you, this card came out, she talks about you tapping into your intuition, and you may have known it and you go, yeah, I do, but it's like there is a on a greater or a deeper level, and be trusting it. I think is more, for some of you, it's more going to trusting your intuition. So you don't have to like kick yourself up the ass when something doesn't happen, turn out how you were thinking, and it's like, you know what I mean. It's like, oh my God, I should have listened to myself. So there may be that sort of thing, and it's about, not just with the intuitive side, but I guess for some of you, it is about that, and it's coming up, but it's kind of like really going deeper in this, and it's like listening to yourself, and it's not just about the intuition, but this is about, how sometimes we get that feeling, or you get that feeling that I just, it's like listening to your heart, listening to all parts of you, but listening, because a lot of us get the intuitive feeling in our gut as a gut feeling. Some of us, it's just like there's this deeper inner knowing, and it just comes, and it's just so, and others it'll be a thought or a feeling, and just knowing that I need to go there. So there's all different, like, I suppose, I don't want to say levels or ways or types of ways of our intuition will connect with us. So it's about now discerning what it is. There's a heartfelt way, and there's a mind coming through the mind, or that knowing in that sense. So so basically this is about getting in touch with the higher self, but also in discovering what is, which is bringing out a lot more of what is within you. Hence the way that this card is being addressed as far as an information is, she brings through the opportunity, not just now, but in every day, to discover the mysteries of life, from whence you've come from, to where you're going, where you've been and where you are now, to where you can go in the future with all this amazing wisdom, knowledge that's within you. That's what I feel like she's drawing out. So, and often our intuition is bringing out this knowledge, inner knowledge, that we didn't really know that we had sometimes. So there's like through thoughts and ideas, and somebody might say something to you that or you might go and do a class or listen to, oh yeah, I know about that, and it's like, yeah, but it's actually, and then you get quite, but yet you don't know that you know about that, although And that sometimes it's not like, but then you hear something else within that and it's like, oh, actually I didn't know that. So, and sometimes, and I have been there myself, where it's like, yeah, I know all about that, but actually I don't know all about that. Or not everything, of course, but some things that someone will say, yeah, you know, will talk about or something, yeah, and I'm thinking, you know, you have this, yeah, I do know about that, but there's something in there that's not fully understanding or knowing what it is, you know, that they have to share about that. But sometimes it's like just, and what it is, it triggers more of what we kind of do know about, but we don't fully know about, and brings through more information and knowledge for us to go and want to discover, explore new things within what we already know about. Does that make sense? It's like, yes, we do know about it, but there is something in there that actually that maybe it's triggering, it's come to us to know more about, which will help us on our journey with wherever our journey is taking us in that particular time. So I'm just hearing, like, you know, there's journeys and journeys and journeys and journeys, you know, that take us through, you know, that help bring us together with our purpose in life, or the purposes in life, or where we are for now, what our purpose is right now in our lives. Excuse me, Missy, I'm going to move you over because you're kind of in my way. I'll just move you there. So we have that card there, the High Priestess, come out for you. Okay, we also have, interesting, the Emperor. So the Emperor talks about I lead by example as well. So there's all these like leadership sort of there must be a few things going on that you're just, you know, discussing with yourself, Capricorn, and happening and moving into. So this is about, like, once again, is, you know, it is you know, tapping into that, your intuition, and following. And it's like there seems to be for some of you a sense of, you know, trusting your intuition more, and some of you that maybe it's what this card is asking you is to trust it either more or, you know, begin to. Okay, so then the Emperor comes in and talks about leading by example. So it could be about the intuitive side, but it's really it's part of that, but this is about in all areas of your life. But if we have an open mind and we are leading by example, so you may be around you know, people who, you know, don't really get into trusting their intuition as much, or they probably do, but they don't see it in the same way as you. So it's like going in, you know, leading by example, basically, and this is what the Emperor does. So where are they going? It's kind of gone, not blank, but it's just, I kind of like, I'm not seeing like I normally do, and that's kind of part of the message. It's like you're not seeing things like you normally do. It's like there's at the moment there may be a clean slate or a blank slate, and that's because something has come to an end or fruition, so you're moving into another space or another energy, another way of thinking with a different perspective, or, you know, and that sort of thing. It's really very interesting. So there's a clean slate in a way where you can, you know, lead by example. It's pretty kind of, and then the devil's there. So I am the master deceiver, and it is time to break the spell, is what this energy is about with the devil card. So basically you may have been, or you may be still restraining yourself. So it's about letting yourself, releasing yourself from that which restrains you, which is ourselves and our belief systems and our thoughts, you know, that how we think, how we do things, how we respond, how we take action or not, you know, that sort of thing. So there's something in there about releasing yourself, you know, from whatever it is that stops you or slows you, or from leading by example, because we have the opportunity to shift it, whatever that we're doing. If we've had a shit life, you know, with something shit has happened in our lives, and we have an opportunity to shift that, you know, learn from what has happened, that shit. And if we, you know, I mean, we have two choices: to keep living in it, or we can change it and not be, you know, not be stuck in that energy and change what has happened. And, you know, do things like the opposite pretty much of what was going on in the past. So, and it's about like looking at, what I'm hearing is like looking at how you deceived yourself. This is what it is. You know, this is about, you know, the master deceiver is like, in a way, that little devil on our shoulders, that part of us that sometimes, that shadow side that comes in and starts chit chat. But there's also outside external influences as well. But if we allow our not just the devil inside of us, but the little devil side of us, but yeah, I'm just hearing like, whew, you know, others to influence us in taking control, or being more mindful about what we choose to do from that, and being more open to choose something different, basically, with whatever it is that you, I don't know where you are in your life for some of you, or what has happened in your life, but I guess you'll know what it's like, choosing something different, or another way, or another option that serves you for your highest good, for the greater good of one and all. And sometimes it's just for the greater good of one, because it emanates out. We're leading by example, basically. But in the end, it ends up being for the greater good of one and all, in a higher vibration, which is why this energy has come through this morning, which is very interesting. So then we have the Two of Pentacles, and I feel like this is you, Capricorn. It's kind of weird as well. So all of these are you, but there's some there, you know, this is about finding balance. So there may be not just with the energy, not just with the financial side of things, and you know, with it's like in career, I'm feeling some of you, this is about balancing your career as well as your finances and that sort of thing. So it's about setting, and I feel like some of you are setting or starting something new. So it's about like looking about how you're going to create it, or what is being created, shape it, transform it, and then grow it, basically, and growing it. So it's there's something about that's in there as well. So whether you're starting a new business, a whole new life, a new exploration, you know, you're exploring something new, a project, a relationship, or in a words, not just as in a marriage or a spousal sort of a thing. It could be a friendship. It could be building relationships within your business with different clients or whatever. But there's something that's shifted in the way in how you are running your life or being in your life at the moment, in all areas of your life. For some of you, because it just has this ripple-on effect, you know, saying that. So I just want to go into a shift. Oh, actually, there's a card. It's coming out of this Voyager Tarot deck, which is a new one that I'm exploring at the moment. So it's been, I've had it, bought it a little while ago, as in like a month or so ago, but I haven't really got them out to use here. I've just been exploring with them with myself, and they have a different way of, different speak, you could say, to the others, but very similar. It all depends on how you interpret it as well. So I feel like this is kind of what they're talking to you about, is the interpretation of things. It's like, but making sure that you are not misinterpreting information as well, and that when you and when you're communicating that. Somebody you know, whatever it is you're communicating, you know, making it so it, or being mindful that how it could be interpreted. Okay, so okay, look at that one, balance. Okay, so here's the balance card. So I'm not sure exactly which one that one is in this deck, what it relates to, because like I say, it's very, very different. It's, to me anyway, I see it as very, very different, and compared to the original. So it's growth, basically, for the 21st century. However, you know, it's not, I really love my original type cards, so tarot decks, so it all has a place as well. So I'm kind of relating that to you in a metaphorical sense as well. So balance, I'm not going to look it up in the book. So it's really about you creating balance now in all areas of your life, financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, as well as, you know, spiritually and soulfully. There's something about, so I'm just hearing with this energy that's here is just, you know, drawing down something. So calling in the white light to come down, because I just feel like, you know, to come and flow through you. So I call it white light, the God source light, the God energy, or the Christ energy, the Christ light. It's like, but, you know, for, yeah, whatever it is, it's white light anyway. So just feeling that coming down, flowing down through you and pouring through you, but also over you. Allowing yourself to absorb your energy, absorb that in your aura, and then expanding that out. So just to clear your energy for a moment, and just to so you can be in just your energy, and so that will help, you know. I like to do that, you know, morning and night. Sometimes I, you know, don't do it in the morning, and sometimes I do it at night, rather than depending on how I'm feeling. But generally, if you've got if you're going to work and the energy is a little bit you know, so, you know, remember, you could do it at work as well, and in your space, you know, but, you know, just to get your day started, especially if your energy is feeling a little bit depleted or low. I'm just feeling my energy just feeling a little bit low, but also like grounding yourself. So I'd like to, because I'm just hearing and seeing Mother Earth connecting up through my feet as well, but, you know, and grounding. So as that energy is you know, is flowing over me and through me as well, just pouring over. So and every now and then you may feel like you may not want to use the white light, but I love the white light. But you may want to, you know, bring through a rainbow of colors or a specific color to help zhuzh up your energy. Okay. So anyway, balance and help you with clearing your auric energy as well as your chakras as well. Just zhuzh you up. So hopefully you felt that come through. And I'm just going to draw a card from Archangel Raphael has just picked up his card, so he's obviously working with us. See what comes through. What have you got to say? Oh, there we go. Share with these. Respect yourself and others will too. So that's the which is interesting, because it's that lead by example. So there may be something like that, and you may be seeing that within others that are around you. So it may be, you know, something that's like it may be you that's, or it may be someone that maybe needs to hear that message as well. Okay. So if you're wondering what all that is over there, that is, I am doing a workshop on the weekend. So I'm just preparing all my handouts and that sort of thing for the people who are attending. So there is still space in there if you want. So I've only got I'm maximizing it to 10 people. So there is still some space in there if you want to come along. It's 2 days, a 2-day workshop. So, basically, you know, spiritual development, and for those, you know, wanting to understand more about this side of work, and it's a foundational course on developing, you know, spiritual awareness, but also in development, basically. But it's, you know, it's not just meant for those of you who are, you know, looking at wanting to do readings and healings and that sort of thing as well, because, you know, we pretty much, you know, we live, eat, breathe it all day, every day. So it's just really learning about, but if you are wanting to do this, or if you are already doing this work and you feel like you could do with a bit of foundational work with you know, developing the spiritual side as well, you're welcome to come and attend. It's for the 2 days. We're starting from 9:30 to 4, so it's $350, and we do Saturday is, I don't know why I'm saying this, so hopefully there may be somebody there. So anyway, that needs to know that. So we'll start 9:30 every Saturday, Sunday, 7th and the 8th, covering basically working with energy, foundational work with that, and then as well as some meditation exercises to help bring those messages through and just expand your energy and learn all about that, and go a little bit deeper with that, and also bringing through the messages. So whether it be mediumship, psychic, so we'll be covering all that, working with pendulums and crystals as well. But it's, yeah, they're very, very interesting. And doing some psychometry. Oh, there we go, sodalite. Okay, sodalite and kyanite are the two main remedies, crystals that have come through. Also emerald and aura light. Okay, so there's a lot there, but I'm going to go more for sodalite for some reason, because that was the first one that jumped out. And I'm just going to read a little bit from here. I'll just click into this. So I just want to say too, like if you don't want to buy the crystals, then go onto the internet and then find an image, just type in an image for sodalite crystal. And also, whatever meanings, if you want to look a bit deeper into it. So sodalite crystal is a stone meaning fuses, this crystal. The sodalite crystal stone meaning fuses your heart and your head, allowing you to speak and communicate from your heart, as well as ensure that you show up to your life as the most authentic version of yourself. I mean, really? That's exactly what we're talking about. It's just rounded it all up. So it's number 52. So there's fibers around relationships, energy rather. So, it's realizing and remembering that, everything is energy and vibration, basically. And so it's being mindful about what we're putting out there. If we're emanating out a shit energy, that's kind of, people are going to feel it, just like you feel people's energy. If so just being mindful about, because our energy, how other people's energy can, come into our energy. So our energy, if that's the case, remembering that our energy can, leach into other people's energy. So, which is, where sometimes we're feeling a little bit, quite excited, and we may have been feeling a little bit like lower energy, but then sometimes somebody with an excited energy comes in, they come closer, and it comes into their energy. Some of it comes into energy and our energy, and then lifts it. Opposite way around can happen as well. Okay, so so that's the main crystal. And number 2 is about, for me, and how I read number 2 is relationships. It's bringing someone in. It's about relationship, friend, whether it's a friendship, a partnership in some way or form. But it is really about relationships, how we relate to others and how others relate to us. So it's about looking at that. So there may be something which is kind of where the 5 comes from with the energy. So being mindful about your energy, and that you're not being influenced by others with your moods or with your thoughts, with your feelings, and that sort of thing. And, and just being mindful about what you are emanating out. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there now with you, Capricorn. I hope that has helped you. So with these cards, so yeah, you really super use your intuition. It's like being in touch with yourself and discovering what life's, the mysteries of life, what life has to offer you. So there may be things coming up and coming out. And so it's like going there and exploring it. And even if it's something new or different. And so letting so basically releasing yourself from the restrictions of what, where you've got yourself, through your thoughts and your feelings. It's let yourself out. Don't overthink things, and, just think about what this energy side of things. So, and it's about finding balance with money, with finances, but also with energy as well. That's coming up there. So you probably will feel as the energy, some of you may be feeling that coming into play right now. So, and some of you, it's maybe in this little funny little space. That anyway, just a heads up. These are just tips for you to maybe think about that, which will help shift your energy just a smidgen more as you're processing whatever it is that you're going through or working through at the moment. But there is definitely a shift in there coming, because for those 3 cards to pop up, major arcana cards, for me that's saying something, and then there's 2, so there is a shift, because the Ace of Cups, you've gone straight from the past the Ace, you've gone into that, so something is requiring of balancing that is shifting in there as well. Anyway, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to leave that there with you, Capricorn. So my amazing spiritual team, including the multidimensional and intergalactic energies who are working with us, and also the sign of Capricorn, we leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, and adventure, and prosperity and abundance. Okay, bye for now. We'll see you next Thursday.